Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Cards with Michelle. My name's Michelle Zanovich, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. This is my third Monday in a row getting up with you at 8 o'clock in the morning to craft and begin our day. It has been my habit for about 5 years to get up and craft first thing in the morning. It sets the tone. It helps me wake up and feel productive and creative, and I just love being here with you now in the mornings. Good morning, Michelle. It's great to see you. I hope you're going to have a lovely day there in Virginia Beach. Today, well, all this week, actually, I'm going to talk to you and show you and remind you about the 2018-2020 in colors, which happen to be retiring later this spring, making way for the new in colors. So I wanted to start with my absolute favorite, and that's Grapefruit Grove. Grapefruit Grove will be leaving, and I out of the five, that was my favorite from the very beginning. And I also dreamt about daisies last night. I don't know why, but so this morning we are combining the Daisy Lane stamp set as well as the So Sentimental stamp set that I love from the mini catalog. So really we're kind of doing something old, something new, and something retiring. All right, are you ready? Let's get started. To begin, I have a card base, and remember, all measurements are going to be over on my blog. You don't have to write them down. They'll be out there later this morning. I have a Whisper White thick card base cut at 4 1/4 by 11. I have a Grapefruit Grove layer cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and then this is Sahara Sand that I ran through the subtle embossing folder. Can you see that? At 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so here's the card we're going to make. Thought I'd show you that first. And what I did, here I used Early Espresso as the base, and then I thought, well, let's see if we can brighten it up just a little bit. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I stamped in Versamark and then clear embossing powder my daisies. So I'm using 2 large daisies and 2 small daisies to make this. Oh. What in the world? Fighting with my punch first thing in the morning. Okay, and just line it up. And then 2 small ones. See if I can get that one lined up. I'm trying. I'm looking over the top of it and wearing my reading glasses at the same time, so I don't want to get in the way of the camera. Good enough. Okay. Now we're going to take our bone folder and gently, and I do mean gently, you don't want to pull any of these petals off. I've done that before and then had to go back and start from the beginning. So you're going to be more careful than I am. You're going to take your time. Good morning, Gordy Van Gogh. How is everybody over in your household? Good morning, Jennifer. It's good to see you first thing in the morning. Okay. And this small daisy is even more delicate, so just take your time. And really, I'm just curling the leaves over to add a little bit of dimension. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think my glue dots are downstairs. So, we're going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to take the two small daisies and just offset them, like so. And then I'm going to do the same with the large daisies. Actually, I want that one on top. And just turn it so those petals are offset. It just makes it look a little fuller, just like a real daisy. Okay, and then glue these to the center. Now on my Sahara sand piece, I have the stems for the daisies, and I'm going to stamp those. I'm going to do it on the piece I've already embossed. It makes me feel a little rebellious because usually you want to stamp before you emboss, but I kind of like how on the card today it makes it look just very faint and like a whisper. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so you have to be careful and you have to go slow. And I want you just to hold it there for a few seconds. You can say, Michelle is great, Michelle is great, Michelle is great, if you like. Look at that. Okay. I don't know, maybe it's a little vintagey feel. Okay. Now I have a piece and it measures very small. I'll give you the measurements later, but this is going to go across here. But before we do that, you know what I really want to do? So I have my stamp, and I can't find my stickers for this set, but this says, I can't thank you enough. And we're going to stamp this in Early Espresso. Onto a piece of Sahara sand. Then I have my Label Me Lovely punch. And that fits right in there beautifully. Next I have my handy dandy sponge that looks like it's seen better days, but it still works just great. And I'm going to ink up the edges in Early Espresso just to add some definition so it pops up off that page. Like so. Okay, I think that's all our stamping. So we can take our pretty little daisy, okay, and because it's pretty heavy, I'm going to use a little liquid glue. Okay, you don't even need dimensionals because we curled those. Right, and I just kind of want to eyeball where my label's going to go. Okay. And I noticed that I cut this about 4 inches, and I just need 3 7/8. Looks like it's 4 1/4. Okay. Just get a little snip. And I'm going to add dimensionals, top and bottom. Okay. Now we'll put this on our Grapefruit Grove layer. And onto our card base. So the 2018-2020 in colors include Grapefruit Grove, Call Me Clover, Lovely Lipstick, Blueberry Bushel, and Pineapple Punch. And I'll be featuring those all week on my blog. Now would be a great time to stock up so that you can have yours. You need cardstock, you need ink refills, you need, this is a double linen thread bow that I tied earlier. I actually just found it sitting on my desk when I was cleaning up, so I thought I'd use it. Ink pads, in color paper, whatever you've got or whatever you need is now a good time to stock up. So I have these gold faceted gems. These make excellent centers for daisies. Look at that, so cool. And then I have these little gems that happen to be in the in colors. So I'm going to use those. And I'm just going to come and kind of highlight my label here. So now there's 2 cards using the So Sentimental and Daisy Lane stamp sets, along with Grapefruit Grove, which is one of the retiring in colors. You can find all of this information over on my blog later this morning at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. Leave me a note, would you? Let me know which layer you like better, whether it's the early espresso layer or whether you like the Grapefruit Grove layer. I'd like to know which one you prefer. I'll be right here with you again tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for Coffee and Cards. It's Casing Tuesday, and I can't wait to see what our casing card for tomorrow is going to be. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, stay inside, and stay crafting. Bye-bye.